This video is sponsored by the EA Creator Network. I'm not being paid, they just sent me the pack a little early. Hey Simmers, today we're diving into the new expansion for The Sims 4, Adventure Awaits. Stick around as we break down all the pros and cons you need to know to help you decide if Adventure Awaits is worth your hard-earned simoleons. Let's start with the good stuff and where this expansion pack really shines. The new world of Gibby Point. Nestled along a stunning coastline, Gibby Point offers the ideal getaway for Sims craving both adventure and relaxation. Inspired by the landscapes of Australia and New Zealand, this beautiful world introduces 3 unique neighborhoods: Wanderwood Wilds, Crystal Valley, and Jellyfish Junction. Gibby Point experiences all 4 seasons, including snowfall, but thanks to its many underground hot springs, the waters remain warm and welcoming year-round, perfect for swimming and water-based activities. Take your sim to explore the Hothead Rock Geyser, venture into new rabbit holes like the old Firewatch Tower, or stop by this or that to pick up a brand new kayak. Lore enthusiasts rejoice. Longtime Sims 2 and Sims 3 fans will be excited to know that Skip Roke makes his official return in Adventure Awaits. He's currently living with the new Addams family, though his infamous fake death still plays a role in his backstory. It's a fun Easter egg for veteran players, and it just might be a hint that more members of the Broke family could return in future expansions, bringing even more drama along with them. Getaway with Getaways. The heart of this pack lies in its getaways, customizable experiences for Sims looking for adventure, relaxation, or anything in between. Think of them as custom vacations, but with even more flexibility. You can use any lot in any world, or even host them on your home lot to earn some extra simoleons. Getaways can be scheduled for any duration and even set to recur on a regular schedule. Up to 8 Sims can participate, each with specific roles and criteria, letting you tailor the vibe, whether you want something totally chaotic or completely chill. Adventure Awaits includes a few pre-made getaways like a children's summer camp, but the real strength is how open-ended it is. From a storytelling perspective, I love the possibilities. In the middle of a legacy challenge? Send the kids to grandma's for the weekend. Want to run a bed and breakfast? You can. Have teens? Try a weekend boarding school. Retired Sims? Send them off on a retirement retreat. With getaways, there's a whole new layer of gameplay at your fingertips. Eliminate your Sims with challenges. Getaways can also be enhanced with challenges and rules, opening up even more creative gameplay options. In Gibby Point, for example, the Love Highland Law is already set up for romantic eliminations, meaning you can finally create your own Love Island-style experience without using mods. You can take it even further with options like Survival of the Fittest for a Sims Survivor setup, or cooking skills elimination for a Sims version of Hell's Kitchen. Winning Sims, or those who manage to avoid elimination, can earn valuable rewards like simoleons, traits, collectibles, or even potions. Of course, there's still a daily getaway fee, which varies depending on the number of Sims and the location, but with the right setup, the incentives make it well worth the cost. Custom venues. Ever wanted to create a venue that truly feels like your own? That's exactly what custom venues are for. This new lot type goes beyond the usual options like bars or museums, letting you set your own rules and assign specific roles to Sims. You get full control over the activities, who shows up, and the overall vibe. Custom venues can be used by any Sim at any time, as long as they meet the criteria you've set. They're not limited to just getaways. Just keep in mind that these venues have schedules and time slots, so planning ahead is key. Additional gameplay mechanics and animations. The Adventure Awaits expansion pack brings a variety of exciting new activities and skills for Sims of all ages. Free weights are now available, letting Sims perform arm curls, teach a Pump It Up class, or hire an instructor for high-energy group workouts. Sims can also hop on the spin bike to get their cardio in, then whip up a refreshing recovery drink using the new blender object. From children to elders, Sims can now try their hand at archery, which comes with its own unique skill. Looking to cool down? Kayaking is a relaxing solo activity, though you can have several Sims out on the water at once. Cool off even more with brand new water slides and diving boards. Water slides come with playful new animations, while diving boards introduce a new diving skill. On the creative side, Sims can develop the paper crafting skill, starting with simple paper airplanes and progressing to themed greeting cards and fortune-telling with cootie catchers. Finally, budding nature lovers can level up their entomology skill by catching the new butterflies and moths scattered throughout Gibby Point. These insects can be displayed in stylish terrariums, or you can even raise them from caterpillars in an incubator, adding another layer of depth to your Sims hobbies. The return of imaginary friends. Sims 3 fans will be excited to see the return of imaginary friends in a new form. In Build Buy, you can now purchase one of 4 Imagine Me dolls, each with its own distinct personality. With the right interactions and criteria met, child Sims can bring their doll to life as a fully playable imaginary friend. These Sims function much like regular children, but are only visible to the Sim who imagined them. It's a charming and nostalgic feature, though I'll admit the visual design of the child imaginary friends leans a bit more towards creepy than cute for me. New career, trait, and aspirations. Sims can now pursue the new park worker career, choosing between 2 paths, park ranger or park counselor. While this rabbit hole career involves long hours, it fits perfectly within the outdoor-focused world of Gibby Point. A fresh addition to personality dynamics is the competitive trait, which introduces a competitive spirit that influences both your Sim and those around them. Competitive Sims thrive on challenges and contests. Depending on how strong their drive is, they can either be gracious competitors or display unsportsmanlike behavior as sore losers. For younger Sims, there's a new aspiration called Cool Kid on the Block, where child Sims aim to become the most popular kid in the neighborhood. They'll complete tasks like collecting rare items and winning games such as hide and seek or rock, paper, scissors. Adults get a new nature aspiration called Critter Hunter, perfect for Sims passionate about entomology. They'll collect, study, and gush over various outdoor critters. To progress, Sims can utilize the butterfly collection and paper crafts, eventually unlocking the critter enthusiast trait upon completion. More Create-A-Sim and Build Buy goodness. In Create-A-Sim, the hairstyles are especially well done, and I appreciate that some of the adult styles are also available for children and toddlers. I'll definitely be using them often. The clothing leans heavily into the camp and outdoor theme, which fits this pack perfectly. I especially love the inclusion of life vests, which are great for kayaking Sims. The Build Buy catalog follows a rustic theme with plenty of dark wood swatches used across bunk beds, chairs, camp signs, and more. Both the Create-A-Sim and Build Buy items might seem simple or boring, but I say that as a compliment. They're versatile, grounded, and I can see myself reusing them in many of my saves. And finally, value. Adventure Awaits feels like a true expansion pack, and in my opinion, it's finally one that justifies the $40 price tag. There's tons to do and explore, with a wide range of customization options that I can see myself reusing in future legacy challenges and family-focused gameplay. Whether you enjoy putting your Sims through chaos or building heartfelt childhood memories, this pack offers something for everyone. Alright, now for the cons, because no pack is perfect. Complexity and confusion. There are a lot of new gameplay mechanics, particularly around getaways, challenges, and custom venues. While these features offer great flexibility, the customization options can be overwhelming due to the sheer number of criteria involved. The complexity also introduces some major issues like simulation lag and routing problems. For instance, my romantic elimination challenge did not go smoothly. The host never showed up or cooked, so the contestants took over the kitchen, creating a major bottleneck. Pathing was a real problem. In my cooking elimination, routing was thankfully better, but the food buildup became frustrating. You can't drag plates to clean them up. They just pile up unless you manually clean them with your Sim, or you delete them in build mode, which isn't ideal. No new deaths. Adventure Awaits introduced a ton of new gameplay mechanics, but oddly no new deaths. While an archery death might have been considered too graphic, I was surprised there weren't any deaths tied to things like jellyfish stings, kayaking mishaps, or interacting with the rock geyser. It's unclear whether this was a deliberate design choice to encourage exploration without penalties, or simply a result of time constraints. But either way, it feels like a bit of a missed opportunity. Rabbit holes and set dressing. The different rabbit holes, the beautiful geyser, and the butterfly topiaries are all nice touches, but I don't see myself coming back to them. Like features in some other packs, they're likely to be forgotten over time. More festivals. Adventure Awaits adds 4 new festivals, including Fitness Fest and Round the Fire. However, I'm honestly feeling pretty burnt out on Sims festivals. They tend to be intrusive with their pop-ups and often just plain frustrating. In this pack, many of the festivals didn't function properly. For example, during the Glow and Flow festival, my sim mostly just stood around. There were no jellyfish, other sims were aimlessly wandering, and overall it felt like a missed opportunity. Personally, I'd rather see future packs skip festivals altogether, allowing more focus and resources to be directed towards other features. Formative moments. These are goal-oriented challenges that your child sim uncovers through exploration and social interactions. While I appreciate the fresh approach and how well it fits with Adventure Awaits, the user interface seems to get increasingly cluttered with each new expansion. This feels like another feature that will eventually be forgotten in my saves, an intrusive mechanic that's likely to become repetitive over time. Ultimately, Adventure Awaits is a solid choice for players who enjoy family-focused storytelling, character development, and customizing their Sims journeys. With features like getaways and new gameplay mechanics, it feels like an expansion that could become a staple in my own Sim saves. If EA can balance some of the routing issues with future updates, this pack will be in my top 5. However, some mechanics are overly complex, certain elements don't function as expected currently, and if you're not into getaways or eliminations or prefer non-traditional gameplay styles, it might not all come together seamlessly. So, what do you think? Will you be picking up Adventure Awaits? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Sims content. See y'all next time for our next simming session.